All right, we are live. Hey, everyone. Dino Gomez here, and welcome to the Secrets of Coaching podcast, where we reveal the mindset, strategies, problems, and solutions to growing a 6 to 7 figure online coaching business. In today's episode, I'm very excited because we are going to sit down and talk about how I was able to generate and build a 7-figure online coaching business, and what may just be the most competitive online niche out there. And I'm talking about Facebook ads. Right when Facebook ads were getting super hot and super trendy, okay? And so let me give you guys a little bit of a backstory here. This all started in 2018, all right? And so what happened, in case you guys are watching this on YouTube right now, because we do these podcasts on video, what happens is I sat down and picked up this book, all right, by this guy right here, Russell Brunson, all right? It's called Expert Secrets. All right, and in this book literally changed my life, literally changed the way I look at online marketing. But in this book, Russell breaks down exactly how you can take your knowledge, bundle it up, and how everybody has an expert inside of them and has something to teach everybody else. Now, in this book, you guys can see, actually, again, if you're on video, you're on YouTube, or if you decide to watch the replay on YouTube, I've highlighted different aspects of this book. I was taking notes. I literally went through this thing in one night. I opened it up about 5:30 p.m. and I stayed up till either midnight or 1 p.m. just devouring it. My head was exploding with ideas and information and things that I could do and possibilities that existed. And so what really hit home with me in this book, all right, in particular, is that Russell talks about what he refers to as a red ocean compared to a blue ocean, okay? And in case you guys are not familiar with that metaphor right there, essentially that has to do with when you're talking about an online audience, or even an offline audience for that matter. A red ocean refers to a very competitive market where there's a lot of sharks in the water. It's a feeding frenzy. And so there's a lot of blood in the water because everybody's eating, everybody's feasting on the same audience, so to speak. All right, vice versa, you have a blue ocean, which again basically means there's no competition. All right, and so the waters are crystal clear, they're blue, they're turquoise. And because you don't have competition, there's not a feeding frenzy going on. And so what you want to do, right, in your marketplace as an online coach is you have to first find your blue ocean. Okay. You have to find an opportunity that exists where you don't have a lot of competition so that you can emerge as the absolute authority and leader of that particular niche. And so I was sitting down and I was reading that and I was, okay, that's really interesting. That makes sense. What is my blue ocean, right? And so I started thinking about things that I'm good at. What could I potentially teach other people? Where did I have knowledge and expertise? And at that time, I'd been running a digital marketing agency for 6 years. And over the previous year, we had gotten really good at Facebook ads. And we had been rolling out Facebook ads. And I hadn't been really telling people or talking about it much because we were just absolutely crushing it with Facebook ads. Facebook ads were still kind of like brand new at that time. And so I thought, okay, I'm really good at Facebook ads. But then I thought about it for a second. I was like, maybe I can do a Facebook ads course. The problem was that everybody was already coming out with Facebook ad courses, right? The super OG gurus immediately came out with a Facebook ad course, and they probably, to be honest, at that point in time, I'm not sure how much experience anybody could have had with Facebook ads. Facebook ads were still pretty new. We had been running them for a year and a half at that point. And so they were coming out with courses though. And I was like, gosh, there's already so many Facebook ad courses out there. That is a red ocean. How would I carve out 7 figures in that red ocean if everybody else has a Facebook ads course? How would I be different? All right. And so I asked myself, I was like, yeah, how would I be different? How could I differentiate myself? Who do people buy from, right? And why do people buy? I started really diving into this. And it was when I started asking myself these questions, is when I really started to understand messaging and marketing and the 4 elements of why people buy. All right. And I truly believe there are 4 elements of why people buy. We've all heard that people buy from people they know, like, and trust. All right. That one's kind of cliche. We've all heard that a million times. I started thinking about it more, and I really believe that there's 4 reasons why people buy. I think people buy from people they know, like, trust, and relate to. All right. That's the one I'm throwing in, is relate to. All right. And I'll give you an example of why relation is so big. There's movements going on right now online where you might have heard of like the warrior movement, but basically it's just a community of specifically married men to get together and kind of bond and have a kinship. All right. And that most of the reason why people are in a program like that or in a community like that, a mastermind like that, is the relation factor. There's other married men in that group who are going to understand each other and be able to talk to each other about work, business, life, and, you know, being the man of the house, so to speak, right? Being a father, things of that nature. And so that's the prime, I think that's probably the primary reason why people join that type of program is the relation factor, not because they know, like, and trust the concept, but they're like, hey, I work a lot. I want to be around some other married men and other dudes and build bonds, have friendships and stuff like that. And so that's the relation factor, right? And a funny example I always give when I'm helping my students and coaching our students and our clients through this process, right, is I give the example of, you know, who is your favorite comedian? I personally love stand-up comedy, and there's so many stand-up comedians, right? Who do you choose is most funny? Who's like live event are you going to go to? Who do you watch on Netflix as a comedian? It's probably the comedian who has the jokes that you can most relate to. For me, that's Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart always talks about what it's like to be a grown little man and how he's short and he's a dad and all these different things. And I'm only 5'4", 5'5" myself. So all of his short jokes I find hilarious. All right, I'm like, that is totally me. I get it. On the roller coaster, my feet don't hit the ground either, right? I can't reach the top shelf of the cupboard. My wife and I have stools all around the house so we can reach things that are up high, right? So all of his jokes I got. And I thought they were twice as funny as everybody else because I was like, yeah, that is totally me. I relate to that. And that's the relation factor of why people buy, as well as how can they relate to you in addition to do they know, like, and trust you. And so I was sitting down and I'm like, okay, Facebook ads, that is my core niche, so to speak, because our agency has been doing it, I think, longer than most people out there who had a course, and we're very, very good at it. We have case studies. We've done a lot of testing and stuff. I just wasn't the first to come out with a course on it, but I had a ton of experience and knowledge around it. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be tough though, because I'm gonna be going up against some of the biggest names in internet marketing who got their course out very quickly. How am I gonna carve out 7 figures, right? And so what I did at that point was I go, how can people relate to me? How can I craft a message and design a program so that people can relate to me more than the super gurus who beat me to have a program out there, have a coaching program out into the marketplace. And so I started thinking about it. Our agency, for the first like 4.5, 5 years, we primarily did SEO, all right, search engine optimization. That's what we did. That's kind of what we were known for. Somewhere along the lines, like 3.5 years in, 4 years in, is when I saw the first Facebook ad ever. And I was like, that is cool. I want to learn how to do that as well. And there was no courses at this point in time. This might've been like 2016, 17. And so I just started going on the internet, just pulled up Facebook Business Manager, and we just started testing. There was no formal education on how to run Facebook ads. Started testing. Things started working really well. We came up with our own strategies and techniques. We started offering it to clients. Clients loved it. We had extreme results where we were able to double one of our clients' businesses. They had their highest revenue week ever the first week we ran Facebook ads for them. And the owner sent me an email. He's like, whatever you're doing is incredible. How do we do more of that? And we were getting all of this feedback from our clients. We want more of this, Facebook ads. And I thought that was so interesting because they were originally working with us because we were known as an SEO firm. And so that's when it hit me. I was like, I wonder how many other SEO agencies out there are still just selling SEO, are still just talking about SEO and only offering SEO to their clients when you can get ridiculously good results with Facebook ads, right? Amazing results with Facebook ads. And I was like, so that could be my relation factor. I was like, maybe I won't market my program as a Facebook ads course. Maybe what I will do is market my program as a Facebook ads course for SEO agencies, right? And there's a relation factor there. Every single SEO agency, right? Now we have their attention with our message. They're like, oh my gosh, I've been curious about Facebook ads. I didn't know which of the 100 courses to take. I'm going to take Dino's because it's specifically for us. It's for other SEO agencies. He runs an SEO agency and they figured out how to bring in this complementary service of Facebook ads, right? And so I was like, boom, that is it, right? And I figured that out basically it was either the same night or the next night after reading this book right here, Expert Secrets. I was like, that's my relation factor. We're just going to we're going to get super niche. We have the niche of Facebook ads. We're going to take it one level deeper and we're going to go, this is just a course only for Facebook ad experts. No one else allowed, so to speak, right? Private club. And so that's what we did. I started dripping out case studies on social media about the results we're getting with Facebook ads. I had an SEO following. I had a YouTube channel that was all SEO experts. I started showing them different things we're doing with Facebook ads. And then I finally was like, I'm thinking about putting together a beta program on a Facebook ads course for SEO experts, specifically if you're an SEO expert who might be interested. And like hundreds of people were like, I would buy that course. I would be interested. And that's when I was like, boom, idea is validated. This is my niche. This is my market. This is a blue ocean. I have the relation factor there. I have the trust there. They know, like me and trust me. But again, relation factor, this is a very specific course for them. And boom, that was it. I launched the course. It went out to the marketplace. It did super, super well. We literally just dominated the SEO community. To this point in time, I've never seen a competitor in our space. I have not seen another Facebook ads course specifically marketed to and designed for SEO experts. We were literally the only that I'm familiar with, the only option in that specific niche of SEO experts and agencies. And so boom, in every single Facebook group, anytime somebody's like, in any single, I should say, SEO Facebook group, anytime somebody's like, I want to learn Facebook ads as well, who should I go to? There's really only one option. Everybody's like, go to Dino Gomez. Like, his course is awesome. It's beyond just the marketing and the positioning here, guys. And that's something I'll talk about, is when you get that niche specific with your program, you're able to actually deliver better results to your clients. And here is why. Every generic Facebook ads course out there, they're speaking broad mass appeal to anybody and everybody, whether they're a beginner or an expert or whatever it is. I knew our entire audience that was going through our program, they already had SEO agencies. So the proposal templates we were able to provide our clients and our community, right? It was specific on, here's how you pitch SEO and Facebook ads at the same time. Here's how you go to your current SEO clients, what emails to send them, what messages to send them, how to present this as an upsell to the SEO services you're currently providing. Here's how you sell Facebook ads on top of the SEO services you're providing. Here's how you distribute and how much money you should spend on SEO and Facebook ads as far as resources to fulfill these campaigns to your clients. Here's, all these different things, very specific program for SEO experts. All right. And so the results we got with that program are insane at this point in time, like a year and 2 or 3 months later after launching it, right? Over 1,000 members. It's a high ticket program at this point. And we have over 335 reviews. It's insane. We have a ridiculous success rate. But again, I think a large part of the reason of that success rate is several things. We had been running Facebook ads for a long time. We had great experience. We reinvested a lot of the money we made from the program into hiring more coaches to provide excellent top level support. And people always rave about the type of support they receive inside our Facebook ads training program called Funnel Consultant Society. So we made sure our support was top notch. We added in weekly coaching calls so that we could help people in live real time with their campaigns. But beyond all that, I think a lot of the reason the results came through is because we were able to design a specific solution for a specific target audience. All right. And so there was so much that resonated there. Everything that they needed to add on Facebook ads, everything that the SEO community needed to add on Facebook ads, we have in our program for them. And so the results from that, right, it's just insane. It's basically a custom solution for a particular community. All right. And so that's what we did, right? We got very specific with our training and so forth like that, and with our messaging. And so then we went out there, and a bunch of people came into the program, immediately started getting results that they're telling a very small community of other SEO experts, oh my gosh, I'm getting these amazing results. It started to spread like wildfire. We started running Facebook ads to promote our own course. We could get very specific with our messaging and our targeting on Facebook, right? Because this course is only for SEO agencies. So we're not targeting everybody that's on Facebook, which is like the entire population of the world, right? We're targeting just SEO agencies. And our messaging with our Facebook ads would hit the nail right on the head. I can't tell you how many people joined our program, and the first thing they say when they join our program and are given access to our Facebook group is, Dino, like, your ad copy on your Facebook ads was insane. Everything you talked about in your webinar was exactly what we're experiencing as an SEO agency. We have clients complaining that results are taking too long. And gosh, I worry all the time about Google rankings going up and down and all these things, right? All of the messaging was so specific that there's like, there's little chance that if you came across our Facebook ads, you weren't going to want to buy, right? Because it just spoke so perfectly, because we knew exactly who our avatar was, because we are that avatar ourselves. We know exactly the pros and cons of running an SEO agency. We know exactly what people worry about Google rankings changing and having to keep it up with algorithms. We know that clients complain that results are taking too long to get. We know how annoying it is writing blog posts for clients. We know all that stuff. We were able to convey all that in a message and say, hey, guess what? Facebook ads, you can eliminate all these problems, and you can charge more because you're bringing more value to your services. You can get results quickly for your clients so they don't complain about Google rankings and our organic strategies taking so long. We knew exactly how to put all that into our messaging so that our audience, when they came across that, they're like, oh my gosh, this is the solution I've been dreaming of, for years almost. So that is a big part of it, guys. And that is part number one. Okay. And so inside our coaching programs, right, we believe there's really three things needed to attract clients. And this is just on the client attraction side of running a successful coaching business. But there's really three elements. All right. The first element is your message. Okay. The second element is your content. And the third element is your sales. Okay. In order to attract more clients into your coaching business, you need to be good at all three. You need to have those three things nailed: message, content, and sales. All right. If you guys are on YouTube, or if you guys are listening on a podcast, you can go watch the replay on YouTube, and we'll have some of these notes up for you to go along with this video. But it's message, content, and sales. All right. So your message has to be specific. You have to know exactly who you're talking to, the problems they're facing, what solutions they're looking for, what things they're afraid of, all those types of things, right? When you know the inside and out of your messaging, right, and you know who your target audience is, if you put that message in front of your target audience, right, they're naturally going to hang out, and they're going to want to inquire and learn a little bit more about you, right? This is like the top of the funnel. If your audience doesn't know about you yet, but you have a perfect message that speaks directly to them, that is just for them, not for everybody, but if your message is just for them, they're going to be curious. All right. And so they're going to come into your funnel and go, I want to learn a little bit more about this. All right. And that leads us to element number two of attracting clients, right? Which is your content. All right. Your message is the hook. It is your honey. All right. It is what attracts bees and other things to you, right? It's literally how you lure your audience in, so to speak. All right. And so that's what your honey is basically your message. All right. But once they come in from your message, right, you have to prove yourself. You have to get them to know, like, trust you, and also to see the relation they have to you. All right. And that we do that with element number two, which is content. Okay. So with our content, this is where we're able to demonstrate our expertise. This is where we're able to show our audience who we are, what we have to offer, how we can help them through their problems. All those different chances to build a relationship is with the content piece. All right. And so content is really, really important because it is the bridge between your message and sales, right? You might have a perfect message. All right. But if you don't have any great content around that, it oftentimes is not enough. You need to have the message that is, you hit the nail right on the head. People go, boom, this is speaking to me. I want to learn more. They seem like they have the solution. Then you need to have the content that literally proves it. Case studies, testimonials, and free training videos to demonstrate your expertise. All right. Then once you have content or once you have your message dialed in, and then you have your content dialed in, at that point, right, people are going to inquire about your coaching program and services. All right. That leads us to sales. All right. That leads us to empowered enrollment. That leads to selling as serving. That sales is ultimately as equally crucial as the other two facets. All right. Because with sales, you have to be able to be able to articulate, right, what value you have to offer and how you can help your audience get from point A to point B. All right. And if you're good with sales, in order to be good with sales, you have to know your audience inside and out. You have to know your messaging inside and out. You have to know their fears, doubts, problems inside and out. And you have to also know how your solution helps them through all of those aspects. All right. And how you will be able to serve them and get them from point A to point B. All right. Now, it's really interesting because working with a lot of different coaches, people normally struggle with one of those three things. When we hear that they're having trouble attracting clients, it's because their message isn't defined enough. Or if it is defined, right, they just don't know their customer enough. They do not know their audience enough to make their message just incredible, to make their message just be like unforgettably clear, right? And so it's either the message, all right, or maybe they have the message down and they have a high closing percentage, right? But what's missing is content. They're not producing enough content. Their content isn't that of great quality. They don't have enough case studies or testimonials to use in their content to build trust at that point of the sales cycle. All right, and so we normally see that message, or it's either the content's not delivering, or oftentimes, right, it's also the sales is not there. There can be amazing coaches out there. You might be one yourself listening to this. You might be in the metaphysical space. Maybe you're a great relationship coach. Maybe you're some type of online therapist and whatnot. Maybe you do some type of internet marketing and you're very technical at a certain skill set and what have you. But maybe sales is not your thing. Well, it absolutely has to be a thing, because selling is serving, right? If you create a coaching program and leave out no details and pour your blood, sweat, and tears into making sure it is the best solution for your audience, and you consistently update it, consistently refine it, and you're there providing consistent support to your clients, right? And you know that this is a better solution for them than what the market has to offer. It is your obligation to absolutely have conviction in your sales and to sell people into your program, all right? Because you are providing them the solution that they're looking for. All right. And people that are a little bit hesitant, like, I'm not sure, if this program's the right fit, you need to instill enough confidence in them so that you transfer your confidence to them so that they go, okay, I want to do this. I'm ready to do this. All right. And you have to have that conviction. One of the ways you have that conviction, guys, is that you again, work your ass off on putting together the absolute best program, and you continually make it better and better and better. And you make sure it's better than the competition. All right, and so when you do that, your sales will naturally come easier, as well as naturally practicing sales. And then, of course, we're not going to get into it in this episode, but there's a lot of different things and elements that go into a great sales enrollment conversation and helping people to recognize their problems, their self-doubts, all those types of things otherwise. But so what happened, guys, right? Again, to kind of recap is I found a blue ocean, niched everything way down, developed the messaging very clear, right? I wrote out what are the pain points that other SEO agencies are experiencing, right? How does Facebook ads solve that solution? What has Facebook ads done for us? What did it do for us initially as an SEO agency? What did it allow us to do? Well, I listed all these things out that it did, right? And was able to craft that out. I was like, okay, I know the audience. We have the blue ocean. Okay. We have our messaging dialed in. We know our customer avatar perfectly. We know how to speak to them. All right. Now let's put together some amazing content that's going to demonstrate why this is why Facebook ads are such a massive opportunity for SEO agencies. So we put together a training that revealed 5 different ways to land SEO clients with Facebook ads. All right. We literally were showing people, look at how easy this is if you incorporate Facebook ads versus SEO. So we gave all this amazing free training. We showed them how to basic things of how to operate Ads Manager and a couple sample funnels and things like that, so that we were able to demonstrate enough. We showed them case studies of our client, of results working with our clients using Facebook ads, as well as case studies once we had them of our members' results, of them just going like, wow, this changed everything for our SEO agency. Our SEO agency was going to die, and then we found you, and that you saved our agency because this is what the market's craving. Then we had all that. Once we had all that content, we delivered that, and then that led to sales, right? And so that is how, in a nutshell, guys, we carved out over $1 million in what would broadly be considered one of the most competitive niches out there, which is Facebook ads. When Facebook ads it still is one of the most hyped up, traffic sources out there. Facebook ads is still the #1 traffic source. If it's great to have multiple traffic sources, but I'm pretty sure if everybody could only have one traffic source, I think everybody would choose Facebook ads as their only traffic source. If you only could choose one, great to have multiple traffic sources. If people could only choose one, I think almost every single coach would choose Facebook ads. All right. And so, again, that's how we were able to carve out 7 figures in this very, very, competitive niche, so to speak, is that we just got very, very, very specific with our messaging, with our content, right? And with our sales pitch, with our solution as well. And we built, right, the relatable factor that our competition did not have, because they were going broad mass appeal. All right. And so if your competition, guys, is going broad mass appeal, look for the opportunities for you to get laser specific. All right. And then people will choose you because of that relation factor, right? You are that comedian that has the jokes that they understand and think are also hilarious. Okay. And so, Yeah, that's basically what I have for you guys. It all started with the Secrets book, and then it was a bunch of different things that we kind of learned through experimentation and brainstorming and stuff like that. And so, if you're listening to this, guys, that's really what you should do is figure out if you're a coach right now and you're looking for more clients, you need to figure out what's missing in your client attraction triangle here, right? Is it your messaging isn't refined enough? Is it your content's not of a high enough quality, or is that your sales acumen needs improving? Okay. When you have all three of those firing, right, your coaching program is going to excel and do super, super, super well. All right. So, guys, I hope this story and these examples and stuff like that were super helpful to you. If you guys enjoyed this episode, go ahead, smash the subscribe button if you're listening on iTunes or another source. Also, remember, you can find us on YouTube. If you never want to miss an episode, you can subscribe there, join us there, watch the replays there, and catch us on video there. But this is the Secrets of Coaching podcast, episode 1, guys. I hope this was helpful. Excited to see you guys in the next episode. If you guys want to talk to our team about one of our coaching programs or just learn more about our services and how we're able to help you grow your coaching business to 6 and 7 figures, just head on over to coachinglaunch.com. Coachinglaunch.com. We have a bunch of free resources and things over there that we're happy to provide to you, a bunch of content to prove to you guys as well that we know exactly what we're talking about. But again, guys, hope this was super helpful. Appreciate you guys listening, and we will see you all in the next episode.